Ready?
How you doing?
We're doing fine, thank you. Christina
Hi,
Ford?
Christina.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing? Have a little chat first, just to go over a couple of things, and then I'll bring you in to meet you.
Sounds good. I'm fine.
Okay. So anyway, thank you for coming, and I think this is probably good news for you guys, so keep that in the back of your mind as you're dealing with the staff. These staff are a couple of our very senior staff, and what they did was that they reviewed the file in its entirety. So I know they have a check for you today, so which is great. All I just ask is that, if it's possible, let's look at this as a new start, if we can. And,
I'm not going to get with the bed.
Yeah. So okay, I like to hear that. So give them a chance and listen to what they have to say. They have a copy of your file. I know that you'd asked for disclosure recently. I don't know if you got. Did you get it?
Not yet.
Okay, but they brought the most recent one. I think, except for maybe a couple entries, but it's huge. So I don't know how you want to take that back. We can figure it out a way if you want to take it. But you are going to get one in the mail too, so that might be the better rate, and it might be a more up-to-date one. So I don't know when they printed this one off. So. Not basically, yeah. So let's listen to what they got to say, and just one of the meeting we did down here. So two are two. Some of our staff were a little concerned about telling you their names. So don't ask them. If you do that courtesy, just don't ask them. No.
I mean, it's only
okay. So they were willing to come and see you guys in person. So when they thought that was important, they did.
I didn't ask for them.
Yeah, I know you did. So
I have my own agenda and my own plans, right?
Great. Now, you don't have anything in there, right?
No, just his arm.
Oh, okay. And you don't have anything?
No, of course not. No, just, no, we're good.
We can't get a talk. Not to do anything else.
Let's go. Okay.
Hey guys,
Hey Pam, how you doing?
Hi Pam, how are you doing?
Good.
Thank you for offering.
I thought I saw you in the window there. I took my license to my injury, so.
We will.
I think they wanted to check on that, too.
Yeah, I have the documentation for that.
That's good. We just got a little office set up, a little meeting set up in here, so. No problem. We've got coffee and tea and treats and so whatever you like.
Okay. Have a seat. Take your coat off, relax. This is Christina Warren Ford.
Hello. Christina, ma'am. Yes, that's correct.
You can take your coat.
This one I can.
Or do you want to put them on your chair? I can hang them up.
There, thank
Do
you.
you want to take your coat on?
No, I'm fine. I get really cold.
Christina. Hello.
Here.
Thank you.
We have some water for you there. Oh, smart.
Easier for you to handle.
So, thanks for coming.
Well, thank you for seeing us today.
We're very happy that you have made the effort to come, and we're very happy we have too. I think it's, we're at a stage, I think, where both Jennifer and I are very familiar with your claim, and I think we understand how Jennifer made a phone call to you before, and understand how this all came to be.
So Christina didn't actually hear that part, although I bet Lauren probably told her.
What I could translate anyway.
Essentially, what we've started doing at WorkSafe is looking at some of these more seriously injured files. And I've been working on this project since August now, and basically we just go through and we look and we say, should there be anything else that we should be doing? And we got to yours, and we're certainly not through all the files, but this is one that got brought to our attention, and this is one of the claim files. I don't know if you've ever had disclosure, but there's a lot of paper, and so I'm certainly, as I said on the phone, I'm not an expert in your claim file. We've been reading it, we've been trying to sort through what's been happening, but we're hoping you can help us put all the pieces together and figure out what's been happening and where things might have gone right or gone wrong. But we have the ability, we're going to have your file managed in Richmond's head office for a period of time. I doubt it will go back to the Courtney office. You'll probably continue to deal with us in some capacity, if that's okay with you. You know, we want this to be an open discussion, a chance to start again. Certainly if you have any strong feelings about anything that we're talking about, tell us. Because otherwise, otherwise this isn't going to help.
Yeah.
So,
one of the opportunities for us actually is to have a fresh pair of eyes, and by the opportunity for the two of us to have a look at your claim, we've had a chance to look at a fresh pair of eyes and see a number of things that we see as outstanding issues, and I'm sure you see that there are some outstanding issues as well.
Yeah.
And so we would really like to hear from you first and tell us where things are at,
Well,
if you prefer.
You guys phoned us and we're giving you the courtesy today, so why don't you let us know what you have or what you'd like to talk about today, and then we'll go from there.
okay. We don't really have a fixed agenda. What I'd like to hear is start to finish. I always find that helps put everything in perspective. Paper files tell us a little bit, but when we haven't been actually involved all these years, since 2005, we probably miss nuances. And what's important to us when we look at a file might not be what's important to you.
Yeah.
So if I could hear from you, Lauren, and just tell me what happened, starting at the accident.
Which one?
Both of them, actually. You know, once it was really the one that your PFI was on, the 24.9%.
Yeah.
That's what got brought to our attention, but we quickly learned we had to look at both claims because there were medical reports that probably should have been on one file that were on the other, and all the decisions, because the claims were so close together, I think I personally find it a little bit confusing.
Well, my arms are, my back was direct cause of my hurts, pretty much.
Right.
I mean, there's physiotherapist reports and doctor's reports stating that, so.
Okay. So we'd like to hear from Lauren, hear about what's happened and what's gone on. Then we can certainly tell you what we found in our file review and what we think some of the big outstanding issues are. Hopefully it connects with what you guys have been seeing as being outstanding issues. And then what we would like to do is say, where do we go from here? That's probably the most important part.
Yeah.
This can be the first of other meetings. Mark is obviously going to continue to be your primary contact, but we would like to get past that. This is a lot of hoopla.
So would I, yeah.
For a meeting, and I'm so glad to hear that because it makes it harder, it makes it more challenging. But we're certainly still willing to do whatever to make sure that you get your full entitlement under the Act, regardless if we have security involved or whatever.
Yeah.
You still are entitled to what you're entitled to under the Act, and that's our job.
It's all I've been trying for right from the start.
Good. And you know what, as we go through this and as we have more discussions, what you'll find is that we can help you understand what the Act says. We probably can't give you everything you want, but what we can do is hopefully make sure you understand why we're saying no. Because over the years that I've worked for WorkSafe, I found that's the biggest problem. I mean, we're specially trained to read the Act and the policies, and even so, I still have problems. Carrie and I, just before you came, we were talking about what does this mean? What does this letter say, and how does that apply to policy?
Yeah, we've been trying to figure that out ourselves for the last couple of years. I mean, the policies that were applied to me definitely were not what was stated in the letters and what's in the policy.
Right, and so what we can do is, as we work together, we can say, this is what our interpretation is of the policy, this is what we think we can do, and this is why. And hopefully it can be something that's agreeable to both of us. And if not, you need to understand that you do have avenues to appeal, as you know, but you need to understand why we're doing what we're doing. That's probably the best we can do for you.
Yep.
The other thing I think that's quite important to understand is that the Act is the Act is the Act. It's a system of average justice. It's not a system that's perfect, but it's a system that is designed